Welcome back to the channel Loving Life Mallorca. I'm Andrew, and today I brought you down to Port De Pollenca, which is next to Acudia. You get over the normal bus route. It's a lovely little place to have a look around. Today we're going to have a full walk around. We're going to look at the Pine Walk, the beach, the few shops, maybe having a drink in the cafe. I'm going to show you the square and of course where you get the bus and where the bus drops you off. So without further ado, let's get on with the walk. Well, Port De Pollenca is well liked for the bicycles. There's lots of hotels around here specialise in bicycle holidays, training holidays, that sort of thing. There's plenty of places around here that deal with rental bikes for everyone. No matter what your ability is, you'll be able to get a bike or an e-bike or something around here. Well, we really have got an amazing sandy beach in Port De Pollenca, and there's plenty of beach bars, as you can see here. We've got lots of sun lounges and umbrellas all ready to welcome you. The weather is really strange at the moment, considering we're heading towards the end of May now. We really have got a wind today, but it's not spoiling people having their fun. There's still plenty of people around, and there's still swimmers in at the moment. Even though the sea is very, very choppy. Like many of the resorts, we have got this like a pallet, wooden pallet that's down to the sea edge. If you are in a wheelchair, walking disabilities type of thing, you can always get down and have a little paddle. Some of the umbrellas here haven't got safes, but these few just here, these have got safes just here, as you can see here. And the price of them is €15 for 2 beds, umbrella and the safe. It's not bad really, is it? At least it keeps your valuables safe, doesn't it, when you're in there swimming. If you do cycle up here, as you can see, we've got a proper lane for the cyclists. So, as you can see there. So it keeps them off safer, doesn't it, than cycling actually in the road itself. Port De Pollenca, there are a lot of hotels. There's a few up here, and there's a lot more around the side streets. The reason it's well liked for the cyclists is because just round the corner there, the start of the mountains, and you can cycle right up the mountains to a beautiful viewpoint, Formentor, and you go down to a nice Formentor beach, and then you can sort of cycle right up to the lighthouse, which is a lovely ride. Loads of hills, uphill, downhill, a lovely ride. Lots of people walking around here, even though it's a bit chilly today. It's a lot of people in shorts and t-shirts. If you fancy a seat at all, look at these quite funky little stalls just here. They're really strange, aren't they, to have a little sit down. So just around here you can just see the sea just here, where the canals go into the sea. There's all kinds of wildlife just here as well. The sign here saying how many different species of birds you can see when you're here as well. Now, Port De Pollenca, a lot of it is open in the winter months. So if you did come over here, you're always going to find refreshments and food. And people building sun castles. You used to have a lot of those around here. There's a nice selection of shops as you're going towards the port itself. There's clothes shops there, supermarkets, cafe bars. And then there's the port itself, which is just round here. Nice children's play area as well. Lots of seating areas if you want to go in for a swim as well. And then just round here, you've got lots of boats as well, boats for all occasions. If you want to rent a boat, jet ski, that sort of thing, or go in a proper excursion. So restaurants round here, fancy a meal overlooking the sea. And these are the boats you can rent if you want to go on your own little adventure. I do love the old camper vans. It'd be great to have like a hotel room on wheels, wouldn't it? You just go wherever you fancy, and when you want to stop, you just pitch up your tent and you're gone. It's brilliant. Anyway, if you want to do your own excursion, you've got plenty of places here. You can go on them over the beach Formentor. There's a lovely little beach over there. You can get a little boat over there. There's lots of different things here if you fancy doing it. Sunrise with dolphins, all different things all around here. Walking through the car parks, I always say, just as soon as you get to a place you want to have a look around, grab the first parking space you can see, because the parking's very limited. I'm saying there's lots of restaurants, bars around here. Always get yourself a drink. Fancy a frozen yogurt? They've got one here as well. So it's lovely around here, isn't it? So it's a little bit windy today. Just look at the palm trees, they really are going 10 to the dozen. And over here, this is some entertainment sometimes here. You've got a little mobile stage there, got some chairs all ready to go up. That is where the town is, just up over those two roads. And if you continue up this path here, this will get you to the famous Pine Walk, which we are leading to now. But there's more cafes, restaurants, bars coming up this direction. And what better to sit there and have your drink was looking at this view just over here. And the bicycles are well welcome here. Every week got these bicycle stands, you can sit there and chain your bike up to them. The whole island is actually very bicycle friendly. It truly is an amazing beach round here, and lovely to go and have a swim in the sea. And it's very child friendly as well round here. There's lots of children's play areas and things. And if you're here, just fancy a coffee, why not just have a coffee and enjoy the view and have a chat with your friends? And then some of the restaurants have little jetties themselves, like this one here. You can sit on top and enjoy your coffee or have a meal whilst you're so close to the water. The sun lounges, umbrellas and safes come out this far as well. Just around here gets really, really busy when the sun's out. It's nice and warm. So you can see here, there's lots of pine trees just here. That's where he gets his name from, the Pine Walk. Then they drop down and you start walking on the pines as you're walking up the path here. There's lots of holiday rentals here, both for rentals and also the people come down who live in mainland Spain, etc. and have their little holidays here, weeks, little breaks and things. Very popular just around this part, very expensive if you want to buy a house as well. Look at that, lifeguards in there looking for binoculars. It's a lovely walk, the Pine Walk. I love walking along here, bringing it snowy sometimes, more in the winter months. It's honestly snowy, starting to not walk properly now, if you know what I mean. The age is getting to her. And the long walks that we used to enjoy, I think really are a thing of the past. I love looking at these houses here. Every house is so different, aren't they? If you fancy a rest at all, there's plenty of chairs around here. Have a little rest, have a drink and enjoy the scenery. If you fancy a long-term rent, there's lots of places around here you can rent out for a considerable amount of time. Just look how clear the sea is. It's beautiful around here. Some of these trees are really strange, aren't they? The roots have been growing out over the years. There's lots of these around here, you know, different shapes and sizes for the roots and the trees. And the wind seems to have dropped a little bit now. The sun is coming out, you really feel the warmth now, which is really nice. So it really is popular with the Instagrammers around here as well. That seems to be the craze now, doesn't it? Instagram. See lots of people taking photos with professional equipment, tripods and all the rest of it all. It's a beautiful view, isn't it? It really is. It's what I was just meaning about the roots growing out of the walkway, how the trees go into the sea. I just really enjoy in the summer months to walk along here in the evenings. It's just such a nice, pleasant walk. You always find somebody to talk to as well, but if not, it's just nice to sit there and have a few minutes break after a day at work or a day filming. So like this hotel here, you've got a nice area outside to sit and have your drink or your meal, your breakfast. Just here. If you're up for it, you can always get a boat from the port here to take you over to Formentor Beach. You can have a little bit of time over there. Otherwise you can get a bus to Formentor Beach. Or obviously the bicycle. But it's a beautiful view when you get there. It's a lovely beach, lovely sandy beach with a little cafe on there. Nice, there's so many people here sunbathing and paddling. Let's go and have a little paddle, see how warm the water is. So there's a set of steps coming down to the beach itself. I'm going to take my sandals off and get my feet wet. See how warm it is. It's very pebbly just round here, but where the water is quite shallow, the actual sea is lovely and warm. So it's quite nice to dip my feet in and have a little paddle. It really is lovely. You can see over there the mountains. So I've come to the end now of the Pine Walk. Just here, this is the military base just here. And when you see the planes, the seaplanes going in, especially to Akudia, filling up with the water to put the mountain fires out, that's where they're actually kept just there. So that's a military base just in there. So that's as far as we can walk there to the military zone, as I was saying. So I'm going to take a slow walk back now, head back towards the town sort of area, and I'll catch you back there, guys. So I've left the Pine Walk behind now, and we've actually come into the town now. So behind me, there's the start of the shops. There's all different kinds of shops around here for the locals and a few cafes, bars, that sort of thing. And obviously the square, a lovely big car park just here. There's a car park behind me. There's several car parks everywhere around here, but just be careful. Let's sort of just make sure you don't have to pay if you park here by car. A lot of them are free, but it's just a good idea to check, isn't it? So let's go and see what shops there are and what are open. And of course, nowhere's complete without a Chinese shop, is it? But that's the Chinese shop here. It's a large one, like they all are. They sell just about a little bit of everything. And it's not a bad price either. I was saying there's lots of parking everywhere. There's a few hideaway restaurants as well to be found. So I've just come down from the top road now. I'm going to head up the proper high street, which is this high street here. Quite a lot more to see up at this road. There was a lovely little restaurant though, wasn't it? Like a hideaway restaurant that was. So anyways, up here we're going to find a nice lot of little shops, and then we'll turn and have a look at the market, where the market is on a Wednesday. Then I'll show you where the bus stop is. So there's lots of unusual shops around here, clothes shops and different things like that. It's a lovely little place actually, Port De Pollenca. It's well worth coming, as I was saying earlier. It's on a nice little bus service as well. Every time I'm over here, I always come over this Hotel Mallorca and have a look in. It's a beautiful garden in there. Look at that, it's a beautiful hotel, and it looks so inviting, I must admit. And there's an entrance around the front with its own restaurant. There's a cycling shop over the road selling cycling clothes. Down the road there, they sell bicycles and repairs and rent them out and things. But we're going to come up here. This is the centre where they have the market, and the bus stop is just behind the market itself, and the church is here and things. So let's go and have a look. So there's lots of restaurants around here if you fancy a drink or a meal or something. So this is where the market in the centre there. All round here's the market. So this is the church just here. So if you just go past the church and follow the road up, this is the bus stop. This brings you in from wherever, Akudia, that sort of area, and then you change here if you want to go to Pollenca, the town, or if you want to go to a formal tour to the lighthouse and things. There's a few car park spaces here, but this is where you need to know. And then you just walk down the way I've just come up, past the church, and it takes you into the square. So I walk back down now, back into the square again. People are starting to eat now. It's getting lunchtime, so there's a good handful of people now having their lunch. So if you visit the Port De Pollenca, it's well worth just having a look around every corner. There's so much to see. So many different shops and restaurants and things. There's something for everyone. Whatever you fancy having, you'll find it here. And it's just up here. This is the road that heads into the port itself, and one of the roundabouts we saw earlier on in the film. So this is Burger King just across the road. Down here you also find estate agents. The supermarket Roski just there as well. There's a few side streets down here as well with little cafes down, little bars, restaurants. Shop renting out bicycles and things on the left. And this nicely brings me out back to the port again and to the end of the film. Well, I hope you liked today's film. It's been quite a big walk, hasn't it? Well, all the way around Pollenca, looked at the Pine Walk, we looked at the shops, we've looked at about everything, we even had a little paddle as well. So if you enjoyed today's little film, please give us a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget Facebook page and also my website, Loving Life Mallorca. I'll catch you on the next film. Bye for now.